Hey guys, Christos here, and today I want to share with you my top 6 online business models that you can start with absolutely no money in 2021. So if that is something you are interested in, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. Now, with the internet becoming such a big part of our daily lives, the opportunities to actually making money on the internet have become bigger and bigger every single year. Using myself for an example, I have actually managed to build multiple online businesses, which has actually led me to quitting my 9-to-5 day job last year so that I could focus on my online businesses full time. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys today those business models that I started alongside some of my other favorite ones that you can actually start with no money in 2021. So let's get into it. Now, the first business model that I want to speak today that anybody can start with absolutely no money, and that is selling online courses. Now, most people will relate to online courses to things such as people selling courses about business related things. I'm sure you've watched videos and adverts before a YouTube video, people selling an Amazon FBA course, an affiliate marketing course, maybe a social media marketing course or something like that. But the truth is, you can actually sell online courses about anything. To put it simply, if you have a skill that somebody else desires, then you have the opportunity to create a course around it. So just using me as an example, in January, I went and got myself a new puppy. So just for everyone watching, meet Bobby. This is my new puppy. He is a Labrador. He is 4 months old now. But when I got Bobby, I thought that training him was going to be a lot easier than it actually was. So one thing that I did when I started to struggle, I went onto the internet and I was looking at ways that I could train my puppy. And the first thing that came up was an online course. And this is somebody that was obviously good at training puppies. They have created an online course around it, and they are charging people like myself that doesn't know how to train a puppy quite as well as those do. So they're going on and paying for that course. And this is a really good way of making money online. Simply, if you have a skill, and like I said, it can be about anything, then you have the opportunity to create an online course for it. So what do you actually need to start an online course business? Now, there's 3 things I think you actually need. Number 1 is obviously you need a niche to be able to talk about. We just spoke about that just now. The second thing you need is something to film your content with. This can 100% be done on your mobile phone, so you do not need to go and invest into any fancy camera or studio equipment. And then the final thing is you need a place to actually host your online course. And this can be done in a multiple amount of ways. First place you could start to look at hosting your course is an online course marketplace such as Skillshare or Udemy. The second place, which is my personal favorite, is a website called Gumroad, which is a completely free website to host online courses and ebooks. And basically you sign up for free, and then when you make a sale, you will give Gumroad a percentage of that sale as a little bit of a commission for hosting your course. And then the third way, which actually will cost you a little bit of money, but if you really want to go over the top, you can actually create your own website and host your own course on an independent domain and stuff like that. But that's pretty much the 3 ways that you can do it. But once again, it is completely free to start up. All you need to really have is a little bit of knowledge on a certain topic. The second way that you can start an online business without actually having to put up any upfront costs, and this is one of my favorite ways, and I didn't actually have a name for it, so I've ended up calling it helping businesses get online. Now, with the situation we are all in at the moment, more and more businesses are being forced to shut their stores and head online, which is actually going to create an opportunity to those with even just basic tech skills to be able to offer their services to help those businesses out. And the way I want to kind of explain the opportunities here, I want to use my made up friend Roger, who is a 60-year-old businessman that has been running a successful retail store for the past 40 years. But recently, due to our current situation, Roger has been forced to shut his store, and he hasn't got a website. So that means he has no way of actually selling his products. Now, this has obviously opened up an opportunity to those with any technical skills to be able to either create a website for Roger to be able to sell his products, or even those with lesser technical skills just to sign up and build him a Shopify store and run the e-commerce side of the business for him. Now, this is a really good way where you can offer your services to somebody that is in need of them and actually earn some money without actually having to put money up front, because it's not actually going to be your store. Now, just going back to my example again, let's say that Roger's grandson has just just popped over for a cup of tea, if he's allowed, that is, and he's showing him Instagram, and he's got all of these people, these influencers showing these products on Instagram, and Roger's thinking, hey, how about if I gave them my products, or maybe done something like that, or maybe had my own Instagram account, then maybe I would be able to get more customers to my website that I've just built. Now, this is once again bringing in an opportunity for somebody that has got experience with social media, I'm sure most of us have, to be able to run the social media accounts for Roger and other businesses. So this is another really good way of earning money online, being a social media manager. And then just going back to my example about Roger, sorry about this, I know it's terrible, but let's say Roger's now figured out how to use social media. And by the way, this is nothing against old people using social media. My granddad is now 81 and he's got a Facebook account, which is absolutely great. I think it's absolutely amazing. But let's say he has figured it out and he is on Facebook, let's say, and he is starting to see adverts for his competitor. Now, Roger's thinking this competitor is getting his store and his products out to more people than Roger. This is called social media marketing. All you really need to work out is how to run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter ads, and any kind of social media ads. And you can offer these services to businesses, once again, at a retainer rate. And once again, no money up front, because they will be paying for the ads and you'll be able to take a small percentage of that money that they give you for the ads. Next up is another massive favorite of mine. And if you're watching this video, you may have already guessed what that is, and that is YouTube. Now, just like selling online courses, if you have something that you are passionate about and you want to talk about online, you can create a YouTube channel and create videos around it, and eventually you can actually get paid from doing it. And this is all through something called the YouTube Partner Program. And the way it works is really simple. So basically, before you watch this video, you may have came across an ad that you could have potentially have skipped after 5 seconds, or maybe even 2. Basically, all this is businesses or a person paying YouTube to be able to advertise their adverts in front of videos on their website. From there, YouTube will take a cut for themselves, quite a large cut, and then with the rest of it, they will share it across the other creators for every view that they get on their channel. However, one bad thing about the partner program is to be able to apply for it, you're going to need 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel and a combination of 4,000 hours of watch time. So it's going to take a little bit of hard work up front, but the thing you should be definitely doing when you are starting a YouTube channel is not thinking too much about the money. One thing that I did when I started my YouTube channel, I had no intentions of making money, and before I knew it, after 10 months I was in the YouTube Partner Program and receiving monthly checks. Now, if you want to know how much I actually earned from the YouTube Partner Program last year, I will leave a video up here for you guys to go and check out either now or after the video when you get some time. Now, the next business model I want to talk about where you do not need any money up front is something called drop servicing. Now, this is something that has come onto my radar in the last couple of months and it's really starting to interest me. But before we get into it, let's start off by explaining what exactly is drop servicing. And I guess the best way to actually start off with what is drop servicing is starting off with the more commonly term, and that is what is drop shipping. And drop shipping is basically where you have a product advertised on your own website, or maybe you've got a Shopify store but you don't actually own that product, and when the customer buys that product from you, that's when you then go and source that product at a cheaper price and then get that product shipped directly to the customer. Now, the margins with drop shipping are typically a lot lower, but the big benefit about it is that there is zero risk up front because you are holding zero inventory. Now, drop servicing is pretty much exactly the same as drop shipping, but instead of selling physical products, you're actually selling services. And I actually found out about drop servicing through people actually contacting me and offering services to my YouTube channel. And what I've basically had is dozens of emails in the past couple of weeks of people offering to edit my YouTube videos and create thumbnails for my YouTube channel at a certain fee. And basically all what's going to happen here is if I was to agree for that person to do that for me, they may not be either a editor or a photoshopper or anything like that. What they probably are is a drop servicer who will then go ahead and find someone else to do it at a cheaper rate, and what they will then do is profit the difference between the two prices that are paid. Now, this actually does benefit all three parties. Number one, it will benefit myself because I am obviously getting a video edited at a price which I personally think is fair. It will also benefit benefit the person that is creating the video, the actual editor, because they are getting more customers to them. And then finally, it's of course going to benefit the drop servicer because they are going to then be getting paid, basically getting a finder's fee for creating and finding work for that person offering a service. But yeah, I think this is a really good business model, especially for those that are really confident talking on the phone maybe, or maybe that has got really good sales techniques through email, or maybe if you want to even create a website where you offer the services and build relationships with designers and stuff like that. So really good business model, and once again, no money required up front. Next up is streaming on Twitch. Now, if you didn't know what twitch.tv is, for the majority of its time on the internet, it's been known as a platform for gamers to be able to stream the games that they are playing and interact with their fans. And if you're somebody like Ninja or Nick Merckx, you're probably going to be bringing in millions of dollars every single year. However, I know not all of us are going to be super gamers, and it has actually gotten to the point where you don't need to be a Call of Duty whiz kid to actually be able to earn income from Twitch. And this was actually brought to attention to me by a friend that I actually play PlayStation with, who actually does have a Twitch channel, but he doesn't actually stream gaming. What he actually does is he runs a little bit of a friendly game show, and he actually earns up to £1,000 every single month doing this just to a really small audience, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I started to look a little bit deeper into it. And what I actually realized is there are absolutely thousands of channels talking about thousands of different topics. And a couple just to mention, I saw a guitar channel where someone was just playing guitar to people live on the Twitch stream. There was a music channel. Now, just like YouTube, with Twitch, you do need to enroll in their partner program. This is called Twitch Affiliates, but the good thing is it's nowhere near as hard to get into as the YouTube one is. What I'm going to do is throw up here the actual requirements that you need to enroll in the Twitch affiliate program, but basically you can earn money from any purchases made on their website. And I think the main way that people make money is through subscriptions, where people can subscribe monthly to their channel for some added bonuses. But overall, Twitch I think is a really good way to make money online. And once again, I didn't actually touch on how you can actually stream. Once again, everything can be done from your mobile phone if you want to. Now, the next business model that I want to talk about, and it's going to be my favorite of all time because it's been the one that has pretty much made me and allowed me to be able to quit my 9-to-5 job to focus on building online businesses, and that is reselling on Amazon, FBA and eBay. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, I'm sure you must need money to be able to buy stock, to be able to resell on Amazon and eBay. You have to go and buy stuff to actually make money. That is kind of true, but the way that I actually started was with no money, and what I did was I started selling the products in my own home. Now, I'm telling everybody on the YouTube channel that is watching this that you have at least £1,000 worth of junk that you can sell on eBay to start an Amazon business. Using me as an example, I sold my old iPhone and I sold a load of old Ralph Lauren shirts that didn't fit me anymore, and I managed to kind of recuperate up £500 to be able to start my business where I could actually go out and buy some products to actually resell. And from there, it's just spiraled because I've kept investing into that business into a point where it's actually making me around £2,000 in every single month. Now, I'm not going to touch into the actual strategies on how you can do this because I've made over 100 videos on my YouTube showing you just how to do this. So if that is something you are interested in, make sure you go and check those out. But for me, it's such a really good business model that you can start pretty much instantly and start selling products straight away, today even, and a really good way that you can actually start selling without any money because you can just start by picking the products from your own home. Now, the businesses I just mentioned there are my favorite ways of making money in 2021 with no startup cost. I could have probably kept this list going on forever, but what I'm going to do is note a couple of honorable mentions for you just now because I feel that there are so many different ways that you can actually make money online. And these are print on demand is another really good way. Affiliate marketing, I've made videos on that before. Starting a niche blog, that's something that I've got as well. I have a blog, christosfellas.com if you want to go and check that out. Sports card flipping, this is something I've recently got interested in and I'm going to be talking about in the future. Drop shipping, we did mention that a little bit earlier on in the video, and then offering your services on Fiverr and Upwork as well. And these are all really good business models, guys, that anybody can start with no money up front. Question of the day is, what business model interests you the most, and do you do any of these that I just mentioned in this video? Apart from that, make sure you like the video if you haven't already, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Take care.